Hello all and welcome into my second ASMR video, which is very exciting because it's very different than my first one. My first one was you read a book, you get the names off a list, poof, magical ASMR tingles. This one was a bit more difficult because I decided to make my own universe, and in this universe there are people called star catchers who can connect people to the constellations and give them abilities. And this character that I've made, named Alberio, you'll understand why in the video. She is basically me, because she's just everywhere, but she tries her best to help someone, so I basically just cast myself for this role. It's not like a roleplay at all, it's just me changing my name, but thank you guys so much for all your support. I really appreciate it, and all the ASMRtists that I've bothered to help me. I'm sorry, I'm very buggy, I'm sure, but I'm just trying to figure everything out. So, huge thanks to everybody that's helped me, my community, the ASMR community, GB, Bohemian Whispers, Darling, Maddie, everybody who's given me opportunities in this place. You're all amazing. So, I hope you enjoy this new video, and good night. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here, just follow the sound of my voice. Yeah, that's right. Good. You're doing very good. A little bit close. Oh. I'm sorry. I should have remembered that was there. It's huge. I mean, I should have seen it. I'm sorry. No, don't worry. I'll pick it up later. Here, just. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. And right here in the chair is right there. There. You made it. Are you okay? That hurt a little? I can get you a glass of milk with a touch of stardust, honey. It'll have you feeling so much better. Trust me. And then a bit of the honey. There we go. See? Perfect. This will make you feel better. I'm gonna put it in your left hand. Oh, my left, sorry. Why is it so dark? Well, if it's not dark, the stars won't be visible, and I won't be able to see the constellations, and then nobody will be able to be bound to a constellation, now will they? Oh, you don't know what that is? I guess you're new, huh? I should have figured that out, I'm sorry. Well, by binding yourself to a star, to a constellation of stars, you may call upon it by name and receive special powers, depending on what constellation you choose. I have it all in a book. Oh, right here. Oh no, I'm not bound to a star. I was born from one, actually. My name's Alberio, like the star in the constellation Cygnus. Yeah, that's mine. I'm a star catcher. Here, I'll put my book down. My skin and my blood is mixed with stardust. My race, my people, has a sacred job of protecting the stars in the night sky. Isn't that so cool? What do you mean, not all stars are in the night sky? Oh, the sun. No. The sun's not our job. That's for the sun catchers. You've never met them? Oh, you'll know when you meet them. They can almost always be found very easily. Every few minutes, they'll reach their arms way up to the heavens, stretched above their heads, casting their gaze to the sky. Sometimes they'll exclaim, "Praise the sun." But not always. No, star catchers don't do that. No, we don't have a saying either. And no, you cannot bind yourself to the sun. But if you were interested in binding yourself to a constellation, that's my expertise. Fantastic. Yes, I just need to sign you up a little bit for it. I have my notepad and a pencil. Okay, so first I need your information. So, client. So, your name. Yes, your full name. Okay? How do you spell? Okay. Yep. 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 Okay, thank you. And then I need your age. And your birthday. Hey, it's my friend's birthday. I have friends. I don't stay cooped up in here all alone all the time. I party. I have fun. I'm only 6,324 years old. I'm still very young. Okay, so your birthday. Yes, so that means your star sign is... Yeah. Yes, I'm a Leo, personally. Alright, and how can I reach you? It can be a location, I can send a messenger, a portal message, a phone number works, yes, perfect. Yeah. Yep. And your solar system code is perfect. And then, so I just need to write a little bit of information down about your appearance, so I just remember. Things don't stay in the noggin sometimes. It feels me. Okay, so do you know anything about constellation physiology? No? Okay, that's fine, don't worry. So I was born from the constellation Cygnus, the swan constellation. And I don't have to verbally call out, I can control water and wind. Those Starcatcher's powers are much more intense than yours would be. Well, your powers may make you feel calmer or confident. With discipline or practice, you would be able to harness an element or ability. I once knew someone who bound themselves to Hydra, and they could change their skin to scales, which was super cool. Of course, a Starcatcher born of Hydra could manipulate fire, maybe hypnotize people. But binding yourself is still super cool, unless you don't want scale skins. Very protective, though. Okay, so I should have you meet the constellations before we go any further, right? So if you just look at this right here, yes, these are our offered constellations at this time. Of course, it changes often depending on time, season, and their present temperament. There are 6 visible constellations right now, but only 3 are available to you tonight. The first one, if you just look here, is Scudum, which is the shield constellation. It is thought that Scudum calls to those with steadfast hearts, strong minds, though often stubborn or guarded. The ability offered with this constellation is called Guardian Shield, and you would be able to create a strong shield around yourself, but with powerful beings and lots of training, they'd be able to create a shield in any area that they desire. The next one, if you look right there, is Pavo, the peacock, or the spirit of beauty. Pavo calls to those who are confident, trusted, and noble, who are able to face the unknown proudly. The peacock also represents balance, especially in the form of time, how the past and the present will affect the future. So the ability that goes with the peacock is Future Sight, which offers glimpses into the future, but only in dreams, and mostly occasional, though it can be mastered to happen at will. The last one that you see here is called Grus, which is the crane constellation, and it is the spirit of clarity, and does call to those who feel a bit more vulnerable at their time, and offers healing and sight to their future. The ability offered with Grus is called Aqua Ring, which is water healing, and with more practice, you can heal greater wounds, from paper cuts to even a mortal wound. The others you see here, that one is Indus and that one is Telescopium. Both are actually not in the correct temperament to be bound right now, unfortunately. I'm very sorry. They'd probably reject you immediately. It's a story for another time, I'm sure. And then that one, right there, with the horns, that is Taurus. But we don't allow people to bind to zodiac constellations. They're far too powerful for any normal human to control. Oh yes, many people can be bound to one constellation. I believe there's this thing called Spacebook, and each constellation has its own Spacebook group. Air quotes, because I'm not sure if that's correct information. I'll definitely look into that for you. And of course, you could always come back if you didn't like one of these constellations, or wanted to see what else we could offer. Oh, you were interested in Goose? Here, I can read more about it for you. I have my book right here, already. I wasn't sure which one you'd pick though, so I didn't go to the page, so I gotta find it. Ah, here we are. Oh, let me just make a quick note of your name. There we go. Gotta keep track of everyone. Okay, so Goose is in the family of Johann Bayer, which is, and the name means the crane, which you can see from its shape. It is worth noting that the crane was also the sacred bird of Hermes, who is the herald and trusted messenger of Zeus. Ancient accounts claim that some or all of the letters of the Greek alphabet were based on the various patterns a flock or a dance of cranes performs in flight, and even that it was Hermes who spotted these flight shapes and turned them into letters. Grus's most vibrant star is the blue-white giant Alnair, a fitting name. In Arabic, Alnair means the bright one, and is about 23 times brighter than our sun, which would be the sun of Earth, because that's the solar system we're in. Did that interest you? Yes, Goose is the healing one, just to remind you. And if you wanted to be bound to that one, I could help you with that tonight. Fantastic. Just gonna put this away. I knew it. You seemed like the kind of person that would be drawn to that style. So yes, I mentioned a small ritual. When the stars are at their brightest, I do a little thing, then you do a little thing. It's not hard at all, don't worry. You just have to say a pledge. I'll recite it with you too. Okay? Good. And just in time too, because this moment is almost upon us. So, you ready? It's not scary, I promise. I'll be right here. First, I'll begin my chant. Stay quiet for this, okay? Then I'll whisper the pledge for you to say back. Through the valleys and the meadows, rocks and roads, rivers, streams and oceans, the worlds spin and you stay forever. The oceans rise and empires fall. Kings and legacies fade every day. If your star shall fly, then let it die in blazing light, to be reborn again. Our bodies bleed gold, our eyes look up to the heavens of stardust. My soul calls to the freed, the eternal. I, Alberio, of the constellation Cygnus, pledged my life, and now another comes forward. Let your light burn bright, and guide this traveler on their journey of life. They are fearless and good, and though the path may be dark, be their flame, be their strength, and be their hope. The stars are listening. It's your turn. Ready? Repeat after me. I insert your name. Submit myself to the power of the cosmos. I will protect the stars and honor them as they guide me through my trials and journeys by submitting myself. I bind my life to this constellation. I reserve the right to disconnect from this constellation or have it removed by a star catcher. Insert the name of the constellation. I pledge myself to you. Good job. Well, now the constellation either accepts or rejects you, and you don't want to know what happens when it rejects you. Well, it only accepts the pure of heart with good intent. I'm sure you'll be fine. There it is. Yes, your hand will get warmer until the marker of the constellation appears in black. Right on the back, right here. Feel it? Yeah. When you call upon it, the constellation will glow. Look at it go. Ah, there it is. Beautiful, isn't it? Do you need a moment, or are you okay? Sometimes people need a second to recover. Sometimes the burn is a bit more than what people are used to. Oh, you're okay. Good. I'm glad. Alright, then you're all set. Please come back in about a month or two to check up. See how you're doing. Thanks. Oh, and on your way out, try not to knock anything else over, please. Thank you. Have a nice night. I wish you safe travels.